Mark Cuban became a billionaire after he sold video portal Broadcast.com he founded to Yahoo for $5.7 billion in 1999. Today he owns the NBA's Dallas Mavericks and has stakes in Magnolia Pictures, AXS TV, and dozens of small startups. Mark Cuban wants you to stop doing this. Stop using preconditions to procrastinate. Are you a serial procrastinator? We all have preconditions. And, eventually, we all regret them, especially when our preconditions keep us from following our personal, professional, or entrepreneurial dreams. We all have these preconditions that essentially are excuses that keep us from taking action. There is always a reason, a good reason to procrastinate, but never a good reason to live in regret.
Just to go after it. I mean, the thing about being an entrepreneur is it's just all to you. You know, a lot of people like to make excuses. I don't have connections, I don't have money, I don't have this, but you know, if you find something that you like to do or love to do, be great at it and see if you can turn it into a business. In worst case, you're going to have fun doing what it is you love to do. In best case, you can turn it into a business. I'm just not big on excuses. I just think if everybody has that opportunity to go for it, they just got to do it.
One of our favorites is letting an important task keeping us from doing other things. I'll get started on that project after I attend that conference. Doesn't it sound familiar? We have the time. We have the means. But we still allow knowing we have something big to do in the near future stand in the way of doing other things. It's not a reason, it's just a precondition disguised as an excuse. Or thinking you need a home office before you can start a business. Mark has worked from his dining room table for years. There is never a good precondition or reason to stop us from becoming great. Being an entrepreneur is the art and science of accomplishing more with less. Less money, less staff, less time, etc. But here's the thing, you will never have enough cash or funding. If you don't have enough capital to launch your business the way you want, change your plan. A lack of money can be a constraint, but it isn't a precondition, because while you can't always control what you have, you can control what you do with what you do have. And no time. Really? Mark also have the same 24-hour. Everyone has the same amount of time. The only difference is what you're willing to do with yours. If you apply the same level of importance and urgency to what you want to accomplish, your schedule will suddenly open up. Just look around yourself, there are so many people that can do so much more with the same amount of time you have. It is a matter of how badly you wanted it. A lack of time can be a constraint, but it isn't a precondition, because time is a matter of how badly you want something. No connections. Everyone is hoping and waiting for that one life-changing connection. A lack of connections can be a constraint, but it isn't a precondition, because when you have a good reason to connect, and give before you expect, if ever, to receive, you will be surprised by the people who respond. Once you get going you will make your connection, it is not by waiting and doing nothing. Mark Cuban didn't have any of the skills, experience, or connections required to start a streaming service. But he did have one friend with an idea, and the courage to believe streaming would someday take over television. You will never have everything you need to get started. You will never have everything you need every subsequent step along the way. But you will always have and can always count on having you, yourself, and your dream. Thanks for watching. And remember to subscribe and like NamesEDU TV.